morning, good morning. 2 minutes until market open. We had negative US housing starts and housing permits. We have the University Michigan sentiment prelim at 10 a.m. That is a market mover, creates a lot of volatility in the markets. It is a Friday. Volume and volatility usually drops quite early on Friday, around 11 a.m. Gonna look to be aggressive. Get a lot of trades in before 10:30. Gonna be risking a lot of accounts today. But with risk, there comes reward. The greater the risk, the greater the reward. Market is open. The ES 1 minute started at the VWAP. The NQ did create a lower high here. May want to drop down to this 200 SMA or key fib level. Bitcoin slightly negative. Nvidia up 1%. Everything just trying to find its footing. What's up, Nathan? Gonna be a little crazy this morning. I'm gonna risk a lot of accounts. Volatility is gonna die early today. It usually does on Friday. Everyone wants to get done and get out of the markets for the weekend early. I'm gonna trade pretty aggressive. NQ 5 minutes looking like it wants to go lower. NQ 30 minutes rejecting the VWAP, going lower. ES is falling. We have news at 10 a.m. The University of Michigan sentiment prelim. Trump did tweet something funny. Has anyone noticed that since I said I hate Taylor Swift, she's no longer hot?
Order filled.
Going 2 in long with 2, down 100, down 2. ES is reacting off the pivot point. Looking very weak right now. NQ 30 minute looks like it wants to come down. This is very risky. ES is falling. Very high risk trade here. NQ 30 minutes falling. In long with 2 contracts, down 100. We have a pivot point at 21,410. Taking 1 off. Lagging. Wanted to take 1 off. I lagged. Don't have my script. Hold on. Boy. Hold on, I need to get my script open. My hotkeys. Oh. Could be falling right now. Account might be gone. Hold on. Alright, we're up 100. Alright. Forgot to set up my hotkeys. Ay. Alright. Get back in it. Yeah, this does look a little strong. I'm gonna add 2 more. And with 4 contracts long. Selling 1 at 500. Waiting for more of a bounce. Yes is popping. Selling 1 more at 500. And with 2 contracts up 5. Selling 1 more at that volatility pump. I'm gonna wait for that 21 EMA if I can. Yes is coming up. Gonna put a break even stop. Maybe.
Order submitted.
I'll leave it out. A little too slow with that stop. Up 100. Yes, I'm gonna pull it. Up 497 on that account. I'm gonna keep trading this account for now. Get a little more in there. Yes is still looking a little weak. Only 6 minutes into the day. I'm gonna go short potentially. Trying to see if this ES wants to react and go to this VWAP or not. 5 minutes looking weak. Looking weak. Going short with 3. Could be a fake out to send it higher. Up 300, up 400, taking 1. Taking 1 more. ES is looking a little strong. And cutting it. Up 750 in that account. Bitcoin's about to go green on the day. ES is looking strong. Yes is popping. And Q's at that pivot point at 21,410. Next pivot point to the downside is at 21,362. We have a pivot point to the upside at 21,435. Looking strong. Adding 2 in long. Up 80, up 100. Yes is consolidating, looking to pop. Could be a fake out to go lower. Trading the same account. Up 200. 50. And with 2 accounts long, up 300. Waiting for this ES. Okay, up 400. Taking one at 5. I'm gonna take the other at the 21 EMA test.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
I'm in order.
Order submitted.
Right below that high of the candle. Up 480 with one contract, waiting for the volatility spike. ES still has not touched the VWAP. I think that's what it's aiming for. A little more. I like the consolidation, so I'm gonna hold till this take profit gets hit. And take profit's about to be hit. Up 600, one contract. Put a stop in.
Order submitted.
A little room. We're securing 16 points either way. Stop's about to be hit.
Order filled.
And I actually added one. Okay. Little mistake. It's fine. I'll take it for a little more. Up 1500 in the count so far. Yes, it's pulling back. Really think it wants to hit this 21 EMA. Yes, it's close to that VWAP. Doesn't have to hit it. 5 minutes looking a little weak. One contract up 100. Giving it a little room. Google's up 2.5%. Bitcoin's green. May take another leg lower. Yes, it's dropping. And with one contract long, plenty of room to add. Amazon's trying to go green. ES is dropping, creating a new low for the day.
Order
Adding
filled.
2 and with 3 contracts long. That gap fill is at 21,396. May sweep it. I'll be adding 3, maybe 6 on that sweep. More. ES just close the gap and Q close the gap.
Order filled.
Adding 3 and with 6 contracts long. I'll be taking some off once it goes above the average. Yes, it's still looking weak and Q's looking weak. This count may be gone. I'll be switching to an Apex 300 if it does. Down 1,000. 6 contracts long so far. Q's bouncing. 40 up 200. Taking 2.
Order
Taking 2
filled.
off. Took it a little slow. Taking 2 more.
Filled.
Trying to wait for a little more bounce. De-risked a little bit. I'm going to give it a minute. Does not have to bounce here. It can go all the way further down. Get a little more bounce. ES is bouncing. A little more, taking 1. Looking very weak. 15 minutes until the University of Michigan sentiment is out. I'm gonna take it
Filled.
up 1800 in the count so far. Going to rotate to the next account. This one. Looking weak to start the day. Very weak. The U.S. housing starts came in negative. The U.S. building permits came in negative. We have University of Michigan sentiment prelim at 10 a.m. That is a market mover. At 10:50, Trump at U.S. UAE business roundtable. So market's probably gonna die around 11:30. ES is pumping. Good. This one. Want to send along. Being a little more aggressive today. Over trading a little bit. Nvidia up 0.6% on the day. Tesla up 1.6. Google's up 2.5. Yes, is looking weak. Yes, still below the VWAP. Q below the VWAP and 21 EMA. $13 until the U.S. Michigan, University of Michigan, excuse me. Market is probably going to wait for that, maybe rip up a little bit. Looking more and more bullish. The Williams R 120 day is oversold. Normal RSI is neutral. NQ 30-minute Williams R is coming down, a little overbought. The normal RSI is below the MA inside of it, a little bearish. NQ may want to come down, test this bottom range, little support at 21,360. We have the 200 SMA, which is this purple line at 21,205. Then we have the key fib level at 21,075. That's the 786 fib. Very key. Weak. Yeah, it's trying to come down. ES trying to hit that VWAP. Thank you. Trying to get over the 21 EMA. Looking more and more bullish. Not going to take a long when the ES has not risen above the VWAP. Thank you. 30 minutes a little overextended. Yes, just trying to break through the VWAP. Slowly grinding up right now. Amazon slightly red, Microsoft slightly red, Meta down 1.2%. Adobe up 3%. Google up 2.7%. Still think the market's a little weak. Trump said the Supreme Court is being played by the radical left, losers who have no support. The public hates them, and their only hope is the intimidation of the court itself. We can't let that happen to our country. He said, the Russia delegation, we are satisfied with the results of the talks. We will continue talks. We are 9 minutes away from the University of Michigan sentiment prelim. That is a market mover. We are an hour away for Trump speaking at a business roundtable, US UAE. Bitcoin's going green. Yes, consolidating at the VWAP. Just being patient. Thank you. Coming down. Looking for a lot more trades before volatility dies at, it's probably going to die today around 11:30. Trump speaking, it should extend it a little bit. Seven minutes until University of Michigan news. Yes, is looking strong. While we wait for this news, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow the channel. Gain any value, if you learn anything, if you're learning what to do, what not to do. Just make sure you hold your own conviction. Don't follow my trades. You have your own plan, own strategy. Hold your own conviction. Don't FOMO, don't overtrade. Yes, getting rejected off the VWAP for now. That's technically a higher low, which is pretty bullish. It could be a manipulation leg. You send it lower, print it like it's going higher, like the NQ always does, and then drop it. We'll see. That's not really one. It's looking weak to start. We had negative housing starts in the US, negative US permits. Liking the bull case because it is consolidating a lot. Really depends what this Michigan sentiment comes out as. Really depends. Four minutes away. ES breaking through the VWAP. Adding
Order
two.
filled.
In with too long. Trading before this news is very risky. Better be careful. Up 100. Yes, broke through VWAP. And Q still below the 21 EMA. Two contracts long, up 150. Taking
Order
one at
filled.
that EMA test. Yes, is bouncing. 3 minutes until news. Taking
Order
it
filled.
up $323 in that account. Up $2,100 on the day so far. I took it and didn't let it ride because we had big news in 3 minutes. I'd rather not be in a trade before that news. Or when that news drops. Start to the day so far. Going to be very aggressive on this news drop. If it rips up 100 points, I'm shorting. If it pulls back 100 points, I'm going long. I'm going to play the extremes, knowing that the account could blow. Going to which account? Let's start with this one. Being patient, waiting for the news in 2 minutes. It's going to be very volatile, usually always is. Now, if it comes out neutral, it may do nothing, but Michigan sentiment the last 2 times drove the market up and down, swung it back and forth about 200 points each way. I think the one time it was 400. Has the potential to move it very quickly. Minute away. We have a pivot point at 21,500 to the downside, 21,360. Draw those real quick. So we have them in mind. This could get very volatile. 30 seconds. I'm gonna have the news loaded up. Trump is to attend a bill signing ceremony on Monday at 3 p.m. Polish PM Tusk, Russia didn't want to negotiate with the US represent. 10 seconds. Here we go. I'm hyping up, watch it do nothing. Down. So far, gap down, 40 points. Looking for a little more. Came in negative. Came in negative 3 points. Expected to be 53. Came in at 50. Didn't swing it. Didn't swing it like it used to. That should have dropped it more. Especially with the US housing starts being negative, US building permits being negative. Negative, negative, negative. Then this coming in negative. It should have dropped more. Very interesting. Volatility is just out of the market because it's Friday, I guess. Kinda leads me towards a bull trend. The fact that didn't drop. Thank you. 30-minute looks like it wants to go up. Yes, tapping the VWAP, NQ, tapping the 21 EMA, NQ 30 minutes looking bullish. Bitcoin's up, Nvidia's up. University of Michigan 5-year inflation 4.6, forecasted to be 4.4. Why is this going on? Staying patient. Eyeing a short if this ES gets below the VWAP again. It would kind of have a head and shoulders pattern. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Tank down. If it stops here, it creates a lower high. Eyeing a short. I don't like how it didn't drop more than 40 points there. That's negative news. Last time it dropped 200 points. Don't like how it didn't do that. More consolidates here, the more I think it's going to go higher though. NQ 5 minutes looking bullish. NQ 30 minutes looking bullish. Waiting for the trade, waiting for the trade. Really should be downtrending right now. The fact that it's not is very bullish, but it could be manipulation to get all the longs in and then finally go down. May be wrong though, may not be seeing something. Yes, about to create a new high for the day, about to tap the 200-day SMA. Really don't want to send a short, even though it would have just worked. That was my instinct right there, send a short. We have a lot of consolidation here though. Yes, tanking. Below the VWAP now. NQ 5 minutes printing bearish. Is that the manipulation up to send it down? I think so. Looking very weak. Yeah, it's just diving. Well, I was unsure. Stayed out of the market. That's what you're supposed to do. But it literally did exactly what I thought. Negative news. They propped it up to get all the longs in, and then ripped it straight down. And now they're pumping it back up. The more it does this, the more bullish I am. And Nvidia's coming up, Tesla's coming a little down, Amazon's trying to go green. Look. I think we're going higher. I'm sending 2 in long, in with 2 long, up 100, 160. Gonna sell 1 when it breaches the high. Around 21,450. A lot of consolidation here. Should act as some support. Down 200, down 300. NQ 5 minute can go either way. NQ 30 minutes looking bullish. ES is above the VWAP. I'll be adding some at the bottom of this range. NQ is dipping below the 21 EMA. ES consolidating around the VWAP, down 500 with 2 contracts long. That is a lower high. About to adding 3. And with 5 long. Account could blow. If this account blows, I'm going to an Apex 300. Down 1,000, 5 contracts long. Yes, propping up. I'm going to sell 2 when it taps the 21 EMA. With 5 contracts long, down 400. Yes, coming up. 200. And about selling
Order
2.
filled.
And with 3 contracts long, up 800. Waiting for a little more pump. Yes, went over the VWAP. Hesitating.
Order
In out
filled.
1. Going to put
Order submitted.
I'm putting a stop loss. I'm gonna protect this account. I do not like how the market's moving. Very negative news. About to get stopped out. Up 200 in the account. Either breaking even on this trade or making a lot. We'll see. Consolidation makes me think it's going higher. In Q 30 minute, looks like it wants to go higher. Could go either way. Yes, below the VWAP. 400. Trying to give it some room. Let me stop up. The hair. Bringing it break even. No point. It would only be 3 points. There's no point. Up 300, 2 contracts. 10 points.
Order filled.
And stopped out. $11 on the trade. Could have secured 400. Could have secured 6 or 8. I will wait. Looking a little bearish. Usually don't put a stop, but very negative news. Still up 2100 on the day. Didn't go negative. Looked like it was going higher. Now it looks like it's going lower. Bitcoin a little red. Tesla was up 2.5%. Now only up 0.3. Google staying steady, up 2.5%. Market does not know what it wants to do. Let me check the news. Trump said Republicans must unite behind the one big beautiful bill. Not only does it cut taxes for Americans, but it will kick millions of illegal aliens off of Medicaid to protect it for those who are the ones in real need. Nvidia is not sending GPUs designs to China after reports of new Shanghai operation. This is why I don't like putting a stop. If I would just averaged in, we'd be up probably 1,000 in that account right now. Volatility slowly fading. You have Trump speaking in 35 minutes. This one big chop zone. big chop zone right here.
Order
Sending
filled.
too short. Very risky. This consolidation zone makes me think it's going up. I'm gonna send too short. Down 400. Waiting to add. Can't believe we haven't had a pullback yet. Yes, above the VWAP. About to add. Down 700, 2 contracts short. About to add. A little more. It's pulling back.
Order filled.
Adding 2. With 2 contracts short. 4 total. At the resistance of that consolidation zone. Count's probably gone, to be honest. Not like this one bit. Yes, pulling back though. ES is above the VWAP. NQ 30 minutes printing like it wants to go. NQ 5 minutes printing like it wants to go higher. Down 900, 4 contracts short. Looking very strong. Low volatility though. May just stay in the chop zone. We'll see. NQ tapping that 21 EMA. So far support. Probably gonna break this trend line and go higher. Create a new high for the day. I will be full porting once it breaks the high. Testing the trend line. Count's probably gone. I'll be stepping in at Apex 300 after. Down 20 points. A little more. A little more. Full porting.
Order filled.
15 contracts down 2,000. 500 away and blown. I've been at Apex.
Order
And with
filled.
5 contracts short. Up 200. 400. And for more of a pullback. This account can go a lot further than the take profit accounts. Go up to 35 contracts. ES 5-minute breaking out. NQ 30-minute ramping up. Definitely against trend right now. I'm gonna wait to add till the ES hits the 200-day SMA, and then I'll add. Down 4 points, 5 contracts short. Be more aggressive today. Volatility is gonna drop. Has already dropped today. But it's gonna drop very soon. Is it Friday? ES coming down. Down 200. Yes, create a new high for the day. Looking for it to come up and tap this 200-day SMA. Thank you at the 200 SMA. Adding 2 more. In with 7 short. Yes, looks a little weak. NQ looks strong though. I'm against trend. This is very risky. Up 200 with 7 contracts. Looking for more of a pullback. Up 5. More. Taking some. Oh. Taking some there. Taking 2 more. Took 4 there. Taking 1 more. ES is bouncing off the 100-day MA. I'm cutting it. ES is curling up. ES is curling up. Had this pullback. Now it's curling up. Looks like it wants to test this 200 SMA. Up 750 in that apex. 1 and more. Balloon account. Up 2,500, 2,800. Probably going to join long. Looking very bullish. All the indicators are curling up. Let me check news. Check for a Trump tweet. News. Could have trailed them too. It's all hindsight. Yeah. The fear and greed index on crypto came out at 71 greed. Same with the stock market, 71 greed. Probably gonna join along. Going to trade another apex. Looking very strong. I'm gonna send 2 in with 2 long. Yes, may want to come back to the VWAP, back to the top of that chop range. It's looking strong. Down 200, it's tapping the 21 EMA. May come back into this trend line. This real quick. Up 100. Yes, is finding some support. I'm gonna put 2 more and with 4 contracts long. Up 400, up 500, looking for more. Looking for more. It's looking very bullish. NQ 30 minutes looking bullish. I'm gonna give it some room. A little more pump. ES got knocked down. And with 4 contracts long, up 100. ES coming down. Up 200. What's up, Lucas? Up 700. Taking 2.
Filled.
I'm going to trail these 2. A little room. Looking for a little more pop. Very low volatility. Are you trading, Lucas? You just watching? Are you in this? Very low volatility. ES is creating new high. NQ did not. Trying to wait. Taking one off. Putting a stop.
Order submitted.
Putting a break-even stop. No risk left on this trade. Up 100, up 300 on one contract. Up 720 right now in the account. Securing 500. It's either going to pump to a new high on the NQ like the ES did, or it's going to drop. Going to move. No, I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to trail this all the way up. Going to make a prediction. It's going to hit the top of this trend line. We'll see. Pretty bullish today. NQ 30 minutes above the VWAP. NQ 5 minutes coiling up. Thanks for the follow, Lucas, also. Thanks for saying what's up. Hopefully you're gaining some value. If you guys are gaining value, if you're liking the green trades, if you're liking the 1 red, blue 1 account to get 4 green. If you're gaining any value, if you're learning what to do, what not to do, follow, subscribe, like, comment, say what's up in the channel. Live every day at 9:30 a.m. EST for market open. Market's looking weak. ES is rejecting off the 200-day SMA. I'm gonna let this get stopped out. Give it as much room as possible. This is a higher high, higher low. Seeing if this wants to make a higher high. It's worth it. I secured profit and stopped out. Up 502 in that account. Up 21, 28. Up 32. 32, 3,300. Cross 4 counts. ES is coming down. Big move down. That has to be news. Looking for the news. Switching accounts. Which one? I don't see any news. Being patient. At the bottom of this range, it broke this trend line. It's coming down. You have a pivot point at 21,360. Probably start along there. We have the next support level is at we have pretty good support at 21,258. Yes, below the VWAP. Market is trying to go red. Nvidia trying to go red. Finally curling over with that news. Negative Michigan prelim sentiment. Negative US housing starts. Negative US permits for housing. Very negative news today. Also Friday, Trump speaking in 20 minutes. Trump is at US UAE business roundtable at 10:50 a.m. EST. After that, volatility is probably done for today. It's a Friday. Most traders are done trading by 10:30, 11. So volatility is already dropped today. Most people are already done for the day. Waiting for Trump, see if that creates opportunity. Right now, I could start long, knowing it can go down 30 points to this pivot point at 21,360 is a pivot point that it could go down to. Just waiting. Could start long. Throwing two in long. Up 200. Down 100. Giving us some room. This account may blow. If that does, I'll step in at apex around this pivot point. Yes, is looking weak. NQ 30 minutes looking weak. NQ 5 minutes looking weak. Down 200. And with two contracts long. Up 3,300 for the day. Looking for more. Probably going to wrap early today around 11:30. No point in trading low volatility. It's a Friday. Like I said, volatility drops very early on Fridays. Usually. That could change. Couple Trump tweets. Couple countries. Never know. Looking for a pop. ES found some support. Down 200. Two contracts long. Down 400. About to create a new low for the day. Adding 3 on that quick volatility down. That was probably news. Probably going to blow this account. Full porting.
Order filled. Order filled.
And with 15 contracts, full port it. Quick volatility, looking for a quick swing up to get out. It's probably negative news. This is very risky. Getting out.
Order filled.
And with 4. With 4, looking for more up. Looking for a bigger pop, and with 4 contracts long. I did just de-risk it though, so we may be able to go all the way to that pivot point low. Taking out 2 more, and with 2, we're up 640 in this account so far. I'm getting out. ES is looking weak. We are up 559 in that account. I'm gonna rotate. Very negative news came out. I'm not sure what it is. Not sure what that negative news is. Let me rotate. Rotating accounts. I'll start along at this pivot point. You can see what that news is first. Maybe Trump tweet. Checking Twitter. Looking very weak right now. Key 30-minute looks like it wants to bounce. That could change though. We have that pivot point at 21,360. That's where I'll be starting along. Looks like I found some support, created a new low for the day. Low divergence on the NQ and ES. ES did not create a low of the day. NQ did. About to step in along at that pivot point. It's looking a little strong. There was no news. NQ 30-minute dropping. NQ 5-minute dropping. This is more risky long. This is probably like a D setup. Only down 100 points, could go to 200. Pretty risky, but I'm gonna do it. Yes, trying to find support, looking for a little lower. Little lower, hit that pivot point, 8 points away, and it's bouncing. Well, there are no missed opportunities, only the next one. Plan was to get in at that pivot point. It bounced. Still could hit it. Looks like it wants to hit it, but if it does not, there is no FOMO. I had a plan. There are no missed opportunities, only the next one. Looking like it found some support. Yes, trying to come down. Yes, it's trying to come down. May get opportunity. $12 minutes until Trump's at that US UAE business roundtable. It could not go 8 points lower. May take a short at that 21 EMA. If it goes up there. This green line is the 21 EMA. It's also at the trend line right here. Two of them. Probably take a short, start an account in short there. ES is coming down and may come down to this pivot point. Let's go. Let's go. Where's the next pivot point? May come all the way down to 347. Just a little below this red line. NQ did go red, down 0.1% on the day. ES floating on going red. Nvidia red on the day, was green. Tesla, everything just slowly bleeding. Trend's definitely down right now. ES is tanking. Checking news before I join along. Gonna do it quick. And ready to join along. Standing too long. Mexico's president, Mexican's foreign minister abroad to continue to talk about soon. Up 200 with 2 contracts. Up 300. This is against trend. Market is downtrending right now. Yes, it's coming down. Very risky to keep holding this. ES is about to create a new low for the day. I'll wait for this to break the pivot point here, and I'll add at this red line. Unless it bounces up like it is. A little volatile right now. 9 minutes until Trump speaks. Down 200, 2 contracts long. Looking for a bounce. If you're enjoying the chaos, if you're liking the strategy, if you're finding what not to do, what to do, like, comment, subscribe, follow the channel, say what's up, ask any question you want. I'll answer what I can. Yes, it's tanking. I'm adding at that red line. Okay, it's looking strong. Liking it. The bounce was pretty strong, but right back down. Market is bleeding. Nvidia down 0.5%. Tesla about to go red. Google down 1.5%. Was up 2.5, now only up 1.2. Looking for a little lower before I add.
Order filled.
Added 4. Added 4 on that quick volatility spike, and with 6 contracts long, down 400. Up 300. 200, looking for more. This count could blow. I'll be stopping at apex if it does. Looking for a bounce. It did hit that pivot point right below the red line. Waiting for the ES to bounce. Down 600. Down 700. Adding more. Full porting. 15 contracts long. Full port it. Getting ready to step in an apex. 2,000 away from blowing. Down 2,000. 15 contracts long. Looking for a bounce. Everything's bleeding and count's about to blow and blown. Stepping in apex, going 5 contracts long. Adding 2 more. Down 600, 7 contracts long, 1 account blown. Need to make up for it, so I'm gonna hold a little longer. Up 7. I'll hold for a bigger pump. May not happen. This one blows, I'll step in another apex, and then if that one blows, we will be calling it for like 5 minutes. Up 1,000, 7 contracts, taking 2. Taking 2 more. I'm gonna look for a little more. I'm gonna wait till this ES hits the low. Wait till the NQ hits this pivot point. A little more. I'm gonna take one more. Take one more. I'm gonna trail this last one.
Order submitted.
Put it right below this pivot point. There's a pivot point right below this red line. We are up 2,300 in that apex account, looking for a little more, and stopped. All in all, 2,225 in that account. Had 2 blown accounts. 2 or 1. I believe it's 2. Not bad, not bad. Executed pretty well. I wanted to be out when this ES hit this low, because it's going to act as pretty good resistance. That's exactly how I executed. Pretty good. Made 30 points there, probably 22 on average. Don't have the average perfect down, like the amount of size I need on the apex after blowing the take profit accounts. Getting better though. I will be throwing a short at these lows. Probably going to here. May overextend a little bit. May go to this trend line. Probably definitely going to this bottom. 20 May. And we'll have a little pullback right here. Probably overextend a little bit. And then we'll probably be done for the day. Yeah, this is pulling back a little bit. You enjoy that craziness, blowing account, getting 1 green, follow, subscribe, like the video. I'll be live again on Monday at 9:30 a.m. EST. Trump is speaking in 1 minute. Market's pumping up. Waiting for the setup. Wanted to be a little more aggressive today, and that's exactly how we are playing it. May try and get one of these take profits to fund it. We'll see. We will see. Where are we up? We are up 3, 4, 47, 52, 57, 6,000. Blew 2 or 3 accounts, but up 6,000 on across 6 accounts. We'll be looking for a short here soon. No. We are not doing this again. These guys are ruthless on Twitch, trying to get these graphic designs. You guys are ruthless, man. I told you guys to whitelist me. You are the 5th person. Let me guess. My headphones died. Do you play League of Legends? You know, I forget what else, but it's the same script. You guys need a new script to up your sales conversions. I mean, it's not bad, the video game relatability. Came right into it, pulling back, looking for it to bounce a little more. May take 2-4 minutes. Couple more candles. Low volatility right now. It's a Friday. Most people are already done trading. Most people like to be out of the markets by 11 on Friday. Coming up, tapping that bottom, and this one on EMA. I'm liking the weakness. Still think it has. It's probably going to that trend line, to be honest. Pulling back. Looking for a little higher before I start short. Volatility has dropped. Trump should be speaking. Coming up. So far, 70 points from this low. Risen. Right. No news. About to tap that trend line. Putting in too short, and with too short, it's probably going to come up a little more. I'll start a short there. Probably the last trade of the day. ES is tapping the VWAP. Up 150, up 200, 2 contracts short, up 250, up 300. It may bounce off that 21 EMA. It's tapping it now. If it does, that's fine. I'll add when NQ hits the VWAP. $100. ES is about to overtake the VWAP. We're about to pump through that trend line. Go a little higher before pulling back, maybe to this trend line, maybe to the high of this previous chop zone range. May pull back though. ES did not pump through the VWAP yet. Looking strong. NQ trying to go green. Nvidia still a little red. Bitcoin a little red. Everything a little red. Besides Google, Netflix. Google's up 1.8%, down 200. And with 2 contracts short, you have these lows as a little resistance, and then major resistance at the high of this chop zone. So far, the ES is rejecting off the VWAP. Very low volatility. It's going to take some time. Up 250, up 300. Looking for a little more. Taking one at 5. I'll take the other at these lows. I'm gonna cut it. I was trading that same account, didn't mean to do that, but made 500 from that trade. 2 contracts short. Was up 2200 in that account, now 27. May take one more trade. It came and did basically exactly what I wanted. It's beautiful. Looking for this now. It is taking its time. Probably start long over here. May bounce here though. If you're enjoying, if you're gaining value, subscribe, follow the channel. I'm live every day at 9:30 a.m. for market open. Probably gonna be stopping short today. In the next 30 minutes, looking for one more trade. I'm going to switch accounts. I will do this one. Looks like it wants to go higher. Found some support. See if it gets above this trend line. ES testing the VWAP, still below it. NQ 30-minute could bounce here. Q 5 minutes bouncing. I'm gonna send too long. I'm liking the odds of a ES VWAP overtake. NQ 5 minutes coming into the 21 EMA. Down 200, 2 contracts long. Yeah, so far rejected off the VWAP. That could change. Down 300. Okay, ES is testing the VWAP again. Looks like it wants to break it. Let me check for news. Down 100. It's testing, trying to break that trend line. Broke through that trend line. It still could be a wick, so it might not be a true break. Yeah, still not above that VWAP. The more it hesitates here, the more I'm liking the odds. Market is going green. Could go red. Bitcoin's going green. I'll be adding to this trade once it hits the 21 EMA. Down 300. About to add. With 2 contracts long, down 350, about to add. Yes, getting rejected at the VWAP, adding 3. And with 6 contracts long, looking for the bounce. NQ 5 minutes looking weak, NQ 30 minutes looking weak. Down 1,000. And with 6 contracts long, looking for the retake of this 21 EMA, bounce up. Pretty risky. ES is below the VWAP. I'll be full porting at this low. Looks like it's coming into a little more. Down 10 points, a little more. May bounce here, down 1,400, 6 contracts. A little more. NQ 5 minutes looking very weak. Down 1,500, 6 contracts long, about to full port. Said I was going to be more aggressive today. Exactly, no fear. Now it's likely to blow. Adding soon. Low lower. Little lower. And didn't quite give me it. Fine with it. Wants to pump up here. I'm fine with it. About to add. A little more. Full port him.
Order filled.
Ah.
Order
95.
filled. Order filled.
I blew that account. This account goes, I'm stopping at Apex. Up 300. Down 300. Yes, is bouncing up 600. For a little more. A little more. Little more and I'll take 2. Give me the bounce.
Order
Taking
filled.
2. And with 3, taking
Order
1 at the
filled.
trend line bounce. Taking
Order
1
filled.
more. I'm gonna trail this last one.
Order submitted.
Giving it some room, bringing stop down, giving it some room, giving it some room. I'm gonna put it break even for now. ES is above the VWAP, going break even for now. May get stopped out. How much are we up? Up 950 in the account so far. Willing to go to 600, 700 in the account. ES is above the VWAP. I like the odds of the trend line break here. I will be trailing this all the way. Okay, moving stop up. It either breaks here or I get stopped out. Not gonna play around with this hesitation. Up 200, about to get stopped. Looking strong. And we're probably gonna get stopped out. And
Order filled.
stopped. End it with 941 in that account. Blue one. Should have got a little more in that account to make it worth it. That account's almost at funded. We're at 152, 300, 2,000 away from funded. A little more would have been worth it. Little negative right there. Still green on the day. Even though 3 counts down. 1's close, 2 are close to static. We have 5 accounts that are close to funded, so probably not going to get that this week. But next week, that is the goal. Bitcoin's climbing. Volatility is just over. Look at this NQ volume. There's no volume. Coming down close to my prediction though. I didn't predict all this hesitation. Bitcoin's climbing. I guess Trump already did the round table. I'm not sure why it's on the news docket. He is tweeting a lot. Looking bullish. Yes, is above the VWAP. Touch that account. Go here. So do a different type of trade. Put in 5 here if it comes down, and we'll do a stop.
Order filled.
We're in with 5 contracts. We'll do a stop right below these lows. 10-point stop, different type of trade. Broke through the trend line. ES is above the VWAP. Not liking the odds of this trade, but send it. Goes back to 1. This is like a F setup. Even though it broke that trend line, volatility is low, up 600. Going to take 1.
Order submitted.
1 at these highs. Take 2 at the highs.
Order submitted.
I'm going to take 2 at the highs if it doesn't pull back here and stop us out. It is pulling back. Thank you. 5 minutes, still looking bullish. We're about to get stopped out, it looks like. Down 500, 5 contracts, down 700. Alright, so we'll be, if we get stopped out, we'll be negative like 400 in that account. Yes, testing that VWAP. I'm gonna give this a little more room. The hair, more room. With 5 contracts long, doing a different type of trade. I'm gonna move stop to the low of this candle now, since it's outside of the trend line. Below the 21 EMA too. So it's either gonna fall, ES is gonna go below the VWAP. It's gonna reject and go back into the trend line on the NQ, or it's gonna go higher. I have 2 take profit targets at the high. Right here. 100, 5 contracts long. 250 up 300 up 4. 400, 5 contracts long. Looking for a pop. I will be putting in a stop.
Order filled.
I'll have a mental stop, hit profit target. Yes, is popping up. Deleveraging 1 more, in with 2. I'm gonna put a real stop.
Order submitted.
Putting break-even stop on the 2 contracts. Up 1,300 in the account so far, securing 1,100 in the account.
Order filled.
And stopped. Move this.
Order canceled.
Alrighty. All right, that's probably it. What are we in the day? 37, 47, 57. Hold on. 55, 35, 45, 55, 65. Up 7,000 across 2, 4, 6, 7 accounts. $1,000 account on average. Blue 3, 4 accounts. Green day. Couple accounts are close to funded. We have like 6 now. I'll be looking to get those to funded next week. What's the news next week? We have no real news Monday. Trump is signing something at 3 p.m. on Monday. We have on Thursday, we have US S&P Services PMI. And that's pretty much it. So it's really all Trump. All Trump, his trade deals next week. Thank you for the follow, Nancy. Hopefully you're gaining some value. Hopefully you're learning what not to do. Decided to be a little more aggressive today, so I ended up blowing 3 or 4 accounts. Yesterday we had no blown accounts. Super all green. If you're enjoying, like, comment, subscribe, follow the channel. I'm live 9:30 p.m., 9:30 a.m. every day EST for market open. NATO ambassador, the U.S. will begin conversations with European allies on changes to how many troops in the U.S. has in Europe, certainly after a Hague summit sometime later in the year. All right, we're going to wrap it up early today. Most people are done trading at 11, like I said. So volatility is likely to drop. That could change. If you're still trading, who knows? A trade opportunity might come in the next 20 minutes, hour, 2 hours. May not come the rest of the day. That's unlikely. Trump could tweet, send this 200 points up, 200 points down. News from another country could come in. Make sure you don't FOMO. Make sure you don't overtrade. There is no missed opportunity, only the next one. Just remember that. I will see you guys on Monday at 9:30 a.m. for market open. I'll see you guys later. Peace.